Dana White is claiming fake news is to blame for his rift with Khamzat. I mean, could that be? I mean, Khamzat unfollowed him and the matchmakers on places like Twitter and others. But Dana White, is kind of saying it's all fake news. It's all fake news. This is the media. I could literally do this every day, he says, with almost every story that's written. Everything these people write is total and absolute nonsense. And I believe that on some level. I mean, I believe some of this, a lot of what we read is fake. You're trying to generate topics. You're trying to create storylines. You're trying to get people's attention, right? I mean, you're trying to say and do anything you can to get people to notice, right? Some of these fights that they claim they're coming or are going to be set up, we find out later, aren't even in the works. The UFC has to offer every fighter 3 fights. So fighters may be in the media saying they want this opponent, and that's not even what's being offered. And the UFC's trying to force their hand, and you just don't know what you see in the media if it's true or fake. You just don't know what's real and what's not. And that goes for mainstream news too, right? I mean, it is what it is. I think we all know this. It's not like a bad thing. It just, you have to try to decipher what you're reading. And in terms of the UFC, you just got to look at, okay, what fights are booked, what's actually happening. We know Khamzat doesn't have a fight booked. That's becoming a real problem for people. So that creates the narrative without anyone saying anything, that there's some type of problem with Khamzat and the UFC, because at one point, they had this guy fight 10 days apart. He's always claiming that he wants to fight. So if he's not getting a fight, what's going on? And then you see the McGregor Forever documentary on Netflix, and you see, like, after he beat Cowboy Cerrone, he wanted to fight like right away. Well, what ended up happening is everything got shut down for several months, and he finally comes back almost a year later and fights Poirier. It wasn't really, he was in the groove ready to fight after Cerrone, and they couldn't get him a fight. So if it happens to McGregor, it happens to all these guys. The UFC has a plan, and they're trying to execute it. And Dana White's trying to let us know that some of the stuff, if not all, is nonsense. But again, what isn't nonsense is Khamzat doesn't have a fight. So until he gets Khamzat a fight, you're going to continue hearing these type of discussions.
Khamzat Chimaev!
Whether it's fake news or not, it doesn't matter. It opens a narrative for there to be some type of problem between the UFC and Khamzat.
Boom!
And it's time for this guy to get a fight. We need a fight from this guy.
It's over! It's over!
And then we can say it's over. Then we got something to talk about. We got a fight to talk about. Right now, we have nothing to talk about except Dana White claiming a lot of this stuff we see is fake news.
He's gonna fight, wait, he's gonna fight, wait, hold your breath till the end of the night. Last fighter call, UFC at its height, yeah. Bringing that thunder with all his might, saying step up, wanna fight, hold up, think twice. Gladiator, assassin, reckless, no abandon. Walk through that cage, he'll leave your ass stranded. Wake up, hey, where you at? Hey, got hit in the head with a baseball bat.